Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for this week's Plan With Me. The last week that we did was my daughter's birthday and it was the strawberry kit. This week we are doing like a fairy butterfly kit, which I think is really cute. It's from Scribble Prints Co. This is the main kit. We have lots of boxes and sidebar stuff and washies and boxes and more boxes and more boxes and more boxes. We have the bottom washi, and then we have this little like extras page. We have the fashion girls and more fashion girls. I think it's a cute kit and I'm looking forward to using it. I'm not feeling great today, so I'm just going to sit here quietly and do my Plan With Me, and I will see you at the end for me and the voiceover for future me when I'm hopefully feeling better.
Hey guys, I'm going to start off with a couple of apologies. Number one, this was filmed a week ago and had plenty of time to do the voiceover, but I had no voice because I just got sicker and sicker and sicker. It is now a full week later, and I still am not 100%. I'm still basically on bed rest for the moment. I don't know what happened. I started off with a sore throat and then really bad headache, and then it morphed into body aches and fevers, and now I'm in the coughing and congestion stage of this. But I am feeling almost human. I left the house the other day. It was too early. Shouldn't have done it. Um, so I haven't left the house in a couple days. I haven't worked in a week. And I didn't get any other videos up. So I am going to apologize right now for my voice, for the fact that this is going to be super late, like a full week late, and for the fact that I may have some weird starts and stops. Because if I suddenly start to sneeze or I start to cough, I'm going to go back and, try to delete out that stuff so you don't hear this stuff, but no guarantees, no promises, because you know what? Being sick sucks. I actually have a couple of videos that I was planning on filming, and one of them was like my wrap up, and then this, and then start my book organization video. But instead of doing all that stuff, I've been sleeping and listening to books on my phone. So I finished off the Vampire Academy books as well as Divine Rivals, and I am listening to Astrid Parker. I don't remember what the rest of that one is. It's the second from Delilah Green. So Delilah Green doesn't care. Astrid Parker doesn't fail? Question mark. I think that's it. But yeah, I've just been literally laying in bed and listening to books because I haven't wanted to play games. I haven't wanted to read. I don't even really want to watch like YouTube or anything, which is fine because my husband's card got stolen, and when he replaced it, he's out to sea right now, and so he has no way of updating our um, YouTube Prime. So I have commercials on YouTube again, which annoys me. Only perk to doing a voiceover is that I don't have to like delete the voiceover portions when I realize that something didn't get edited out correctly. I had a spot where I was just sitting there staring at the bottom washi for like a minute. So I went and I just pulled it out really quick. And you know me, I am terrible about making sure that you guys are actually in frame. You'd think that after how many years of doing this, I would have learned by now. Nope, doesn't happen. I didn't learn a thing. And of course, I sound like a stuffed up mule right now, so don't mind the voice. I listened to a little bit of it just to see how bad it sounds, and it sounds worse than I thought. Um, so I'm laying down the base. This is a Scribble Prints Co. Kit. I think that it's really cute. I like this one a lot. I am not a very patriotic person. my husband is in the military, and that is where all my patriotism goes because I'm not overly fond of any of it. It looks like I mostly filled out the sidebar, and I'm putting down all the basics right now. But this is like my favorite color palette. My favorite colors are blue and purple, and um, this has got that nice little happy medium between the blues and the purples, but it's mostly purple, and I love purples. And of course, butterflies are an inside joke in my family because Tyler, my oldest, does not like bugs, and he's never liked them. And when he was a kid, he voiced that he was afraid of butterflies because they are the vampires of the flower world, and it's forever cracked me up. Ooh, obviously, doing this voiceover is going to be a very slow progression because talking makes me want to cough. So I'm going to end up stopping this, and it's going to make very little sense, and I apologize. I also apologize if you hear a bunch of background noise. We have new neighbors moving in, and they did most of their move-in stuff yesterday, but there has been a couple of trucks going up and down the street today. It's also a garbage day, so the garbage man already came. I think the recycling did too. I'm not 100%, but I know for a fact the garbage man came at like 8 o'clock this morning. But if you hear the background noise, apologize. Um, if you also hear me sniffling, I apologize. I am trying my best not to do that into the mic, and sometimes breathing in sounds like sniffling, even though it's not. It's just me trying to breathe through my nose. I don't understand why, but I always get sick during the summertime. When you have, oh, it's cold and flu season. I never get sick then. Ever. But to be fair, the last time that I was like virus sick was COVID, and that was 2021, so that was 2 years ago. I did have some problems after COVID with like getting strep throat and a couple other little issues, but nothing that's been like this. I haven't been sick like this in a hot minute. Before COVID, it was like 5 years. All right. Anyways, so I have the Scribble prints. I've actually been working on trying to update my monthlies so that you have all of my my work shifts and the books that I've read in each of the monthly calendars. I have June all the way done. I have July started and I have August started because I get mine from Glam Planner in her monthlies, which has not gotten here yet. And so hopefully the next one will get here soon so I can actually do a sticker haul for you guys. I have everything else. I'm just missing Glam Planners. And it's that way every single month. She doesn't get her stuff out until the very last of the month. Um, but I'm wondering if you guys are interested in seeing those at all. If you are, let me know. Ooh, look, Divine Rivals. It took me like a week to listen to that. Not that I didn't like it, because I did. I gave it 4 stars. It's just, I don't know. For some reason, when my brain is fuzzy because I'm sick, I always go to favorites and rereads because they're easier to comprehend. I really don't think that I missed out on much of the book from listening to it while I was sick, but I listened to a bunch of it in the bathtub because, let's be real here, I don't know about you, but when I'm really sick, I have absolutely no interest in taking showers. So I took baths all week. I took a shower yesterday so I could wash my hair, and I ended up having to take my shower chair in there. The one that I used after I had surgery because standing in my shower, it was not going to happen. And uh, when we lived in Burbank, we had this gigantic shower that was literally big enough for like 3 or 4 people. And when I wasn't feeling good like this, I could just sit in the shower and wash my hair and wash my body and really not get off the floor. But this one is so tiny that you can't even sit. I tried once when I was sick. Or when I was in pain with my hysterectomy stuff, and I couldn't do it. It's like I could get down to the bottom of the floor, but there wasn't really a lot of room to sit. I hate tiny showers. Someday I will have a house, and my house will have a nice big shower with rain shower heads, and a big bathtub that I can fill up without it completely taking all of the water out of the water heater. I don't know why they put such tiny water heaters in these houses, because these houses are like 30 or 2,300 square feet. They're 4 bedrooms and they're 3 bathrooms, and our water heater is so small that you can't even fill up the big bathtub with it. So we ended up making the big bathtub absolutely, we make the water heater like scaldingly hot, and that way we can fill the bathtub up with water without it running out. So I'm starting to lay down the base now. I've been playing with my planner, so I don't even know where this is. So I'm going through all the stickers. There was a few full boxes left at the end. All of them were so pretty though. I'm actually looking forward to using them again. So I have this entire shelf full of extras, leftovers from old kits. There's some that I'll throw away, but there's some that I'll use in my other planners, like the planner that I've been using for like my daily stuff. And eventually I want to get back to be able to use the extra full boxes. I don't know when or how I'm going to do that just yet, but in the meantime, they're all saved. But I really like the full boxes in this one. I thought they were really pretty. This is probably one of the prettiest kits that I've used in a really long time. And I have such a problem using pretty kits because I have that ADHD fear of messing up. And so I'm always worried that I'm not going to use it correctly, or it's not going to look pretty enough, or I'm going to mess it up. And putting the stickers down is so like painful for me. But I've been getting a lot better at it, and I really do enjoy doing these playing with me's because I love playing with the stickers. And then I like talking to you guys about it. I think it's a lot of fun. I know these aren't my biggest watches, but I also know that there is a small group of you guys who've always liked watching these. And when I stopped doing them, I had a couple of you guys ask to bring them back. So I'm doing it for the 5 of us. Me and the 4 of them who actually watch these. But yeah, so I'm going to apologize and say I'm sorry that I sound so terrible. It does sound a little bit worse in my head than it does on the recording because I have listened to bits and pieces, because I can make it about 1.5 to 2 minutes before I start to cough again. It's so that I end up to pause it and cough and then go about my business. I've been trying to take stuff at home. I hate taking Tylenol and Advil and stuff. But I've been having a lot of hard time sleeping lately, and I took some tincture, and the tincture worked really well to help me sleep for like 2 nights in a row. Last night it didn't. Last night it just made me dizzy every time I woke up coughing like a crazy person. So I had to like stumble into the bathroom to be able to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night after coughing, because I swear to God, I'm at that point in my life where if I cough hard enough, I just might pee myself. I didn't, but I feel like I could, because, oh my goodness gracious, I am a bronchitis baby. I got bronchitis shortly after I was born, and I had it every year until I was like 17. So I'm really, really hoping that this doesn't turn into anything else. And the problem is I can't tell. I can't tell if it's heading towards bronchitis or not. But it has been a full week, and I'm still not better. So, we're gonna have some fun with this one. I can't say anything else about this experience. I will definitely add that I am much better hydrated right now than I have been in ages. Between the smoothies that I've been making to try to like make sure I have vitamins and nourishments in my body that I don't, because I don't want to eat very much, and the absolute ton of water I've been drinking to keep my throat soothed has been amazing because it's weird. Like my sore throat lasted for like 4 days. I was just about to go to urgent care to make sure it wasn't strep when my throat stopped hurting. And then my cough started. And the cough irritates my throat, but it doesn't irritate my throat very much, so it just makes it a little bit sore, not like super sore. And so before I would have my throat would be fine as long as I didn't, breathe or swallow. And now my throat is fine when I swallow, but it's kind of hurts when I breathe. It's weird. Um, but so I'm finally starting on the actual week here. It looks like I'm adding a full box to Thursday, as well as putting the butterfly underlays down. There's cat hair all over my mic. I hope it doesn't like affect the sound or anything. And I'm over here picking the hair off of it. And if you can hear me, I'm apologizing. So maybe I should stop picking at it while I'm actively recording. So yeah, in a roundabout way, I'm kind of starting the week. I don't know what's taking me so long. It takes me long to do anything. Let's just be real here. I started the sidebar. It looks like I didn't put down my work or journaling. And I don't know why. I had it on the main one that I started with, but I didn't actually write it down on this one. Like I put the habit tracker down, but didn't actually fill it out. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. It looks like I'm probably putting down, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I finished a book on Monday. I finished A Little Bit Country. That one was a physical read, not an audiobook read, and it took me forever. It was super cute, but it took me so long to read. I don't know what happened. Somewhere between Guam and here, I have lost my ability to sit down and devour a physical book. Almost everything I read now is on audio, and I don't know why. I miss being able to sit down and read, but it's like my ADHD got worse or something, and now I can't concentrate on anything. Um, Part of me wonders if it's a work instability thing, because when I was in California, I was working constantly and didn't have time to read. And then being here, I'm doing contract work through Amazon, and we haven't had any good offers lately. So it's been like everything is $75 and nobody is getting paid a decent amount of money. And prior to like Prime Day, we would be able to go on, get a decent shift, and work a couple of those a week and make some decent money. But it's not happening lately. Like they're not getting any shifts. Tyler had one shift this week, which keep in mind that he's been home helping me a lot. He's been running his little brother and sister around because I can't drive right now. And neither of them have licenses. Elise is a good driver. She just needs to get her license because she needs to learn how to parallel park, though. Because here in the lovely state of Washington, that is still on the driving test. Where in California, it's not. I took my test in Texas and didn't have to parallel park, and that was years ago. So I don't know which states actually do require it and which ones don't, but it sounds like that Washington does, and so we have to get that done. Anyways, tangent aside. So Monday we also had Caleb's advisement appointment, so that way he could go see the advisors for school and get his stuff started. I don't know what's up with my camera lately. It's been not focusing very well, so if we're slightly out of focus, I apologize. It keeps focusing on my hand and not focusing on the planner, which I mean I kind of get, but it's annoying. The next thing we did for the day was Elise got to open all of her presents. So her father was not home for her birthday. He got home a week later, and so she wanted to wait until he was home to be able to open her presents. And so she opened all of her presents on the Monday here, on the 3rd, which was a couple days late. We also had a coffee run. It says coffee time, so that means Dutch Bros, which is probably tea, but no guarantees. It actually could have been coffee. Sorry, had to sneeze. Um, I'm trying to make sure I turn these off in time. If I don't turn it off in time, I apologize because I'm listening to most of it where I have to stop it to make sure I have the right spot. It hasn't been super, super easy though. I've been missing some stuff. It looks like the last thing we did on Monday was go grocery shopping. It doesn't say where we went grocery shopping, it just says the store. On Tuesday, we had a couple of things in here that I didn't put in. So it's the 4th of July. I didn't put anything in for that. I had it written down in my little planner, but by the time that it got to my big planner, it got scrapped because we didn't have room for it. I did work on this day. And this one was a 3-hour shift from 6:30 to 9:30 for $128. Those are the shifts that I want to have. That I think are fair when you have to think about the fact that you're doing a lot of wear and tear on your car and a lot of gas. And I don't know why Amazon doesn't get it. They just don't seem to care enough about us. And then they will have nobody for shifts. Like we'll have shifts all night long. So like right now, we have shifts running all the way until like 6:45 tomorrow morning, but none of them are spiking at all. So they just sit there and nobody takes them. And it kind of makes me sad because I miss taking those more early morning shifts. And I mean, granted, I'm not feeling up to it right this minute anyways. But I do have a shift for tomorrow. I had one for yesterday too, but it was only $93. And then the ones that I have for tomorrow and Saturday are the same. They're just in that low 90 range, which is the bare minimum that I will take. I won't take anything lower than that. And I miss having decent shifts. But Amazon will lowball you if they can, and people keep taking their lowballs, which means that we don't get decent rates. I also worked out. We did 25 minutes of weights and 5 minutes on the elliptical. Have not worked out in like an entire week and a half. It sucks. I am so looking forward to getting back to the gym. But I think, the ability to leave the house and walk down the stairs and stand for my shower are probably more important things to be able to do at the moment than go to the gym. So we are going to get started on Wednesday. Wednesday wasn't a bunch of stuff. It was just enough. So we started off the day with another Dutch Bros run. It just says coffee, please, because that's what I have is coffee. Oh my God, hold on. So I don't know if this is a TMI or not. I know it's a TMI, but I don't know how big of a TMI it is. So the last time that I paused this, I had to sneeze really bad, and I wasn't paying attention. Apparently, I sneezed on myself. So that was me noticing there was snot on my shirt, and so I had to go change. Yep, that's it. That's my life right now. That is legit my life. I went from sore throats, headaches, body aches, to slight fevers, and now I am congested and sneezing everywhere. But I feel so much better. My throat doesn't hurt anymore, and my head is very minimal. I started taking like decongestants because I was getting really bad sinus headaches. That stuff is getting better. So we are on the up and up. Hopefully it doesn't take another week to finally heal because I don't want to be in my bed anymore. I'm tired of it. So anyways, after the coffee, which was Dutch Bros, we did a Target run. I don't seem to shop at Target all that often anymore. For one, we can't go in and get out without spending like $100. It's impossible. It's like going to Costco without spending $4. But we did do a quick Target run, and I did put it that I just wasn't feeling very good. I just have it highlighted that it was just a really bad day. I also have highlighted that I started Den of Vipers on July 5th. It is now August 24th, and I am still not finished reading Den of Vipers. as you can see, my physical reads go very, very slow. It is on my Kindle though, and we did change I say we, Nikki showed me how to do it. I changed the font to the dyslexic font, and I want to try reading it again. And now that my head's not throbbing anymore, I should be able to actually try it out. Okay, and so for the end of Wednesday, I did some YouTube stuff. I was working on filming my wrap up, and then I finishing up a vlog. I have not done a vlog in probably almost a month now. And I like doing them, but I don't feel like my days are important enough. And I don't feel like I'm reading enough, which I don't know. We'll need to figure that out. All right, so sidebar. For dinners, we had chicken and rice, pizza, more chicken and rice, chicken bowls, sandwiches, and more sandwiches. I have a problem. My go-to foods are always sandwiches. I love them. And then my other go-to food for a while was like these at-home KFC chicken bowls. And so I would get mashed potatoes and mashed potatoes and corn and chicken, and then make a gravy to go with the whole thing. And then I was just devouring them. And then I tried changing out different veggies. Still ended up just absolutely devouring them. And I've been eating them constantly. I also put my steps in. They were pretty low. My steps are always low. I don't know what I do, but it definitely isn't walking. And then after the wrap up and vlog stuff that I had for YouTube, my two littles had therapy. I still need to get my therapy stuff worked on because I have not been since my other therapist left. And I did try to get a hold of a new one, but I'm going to have to keep trying because she never answered back. So I don't know what's up with that. Now we are working on Thursday. Apparently my app does not like me because I'm trying to do a lot of starts and stops on this, a lot more than I normally do. I usually talk the whole way through, but I can't. I can only do about 2 minutes. And so I will be talking to you guys on here for the next 12 years before I finally am able to finish this voiceover. But I just was playing with my YouTube and trying out new people that I haven't really tried out before. And I found this one chick that I like so far. Shanika. Shawnaci. Shaniki. I don't know. It's Shauna with a CI at the end. She needs to say her name for me so I know how to pronounce it. But I like her so far. I've watched a couple of her videos. And she's talking about doing book shopping. And I'm just looking at my pile of books. And I'm like, I have so many books I want to read. She's like, yeah, I read 17 to 20 books a month. And I was like, man, if I read 20 books a month, I could seriously make a dent in my TBR after a full year. Would I be able to finish my TBR? Not even close. I have way too many books on it. You will never see me do all the books on my physical TBR because that is extremely embarrassing how many books I have not read. We're not even going to go try to figure it out. I have an estimate though because I have an app that I put all my books on, and it's mostly up to date. And because it's mostly up to date, I know vaguely how many books are on my TBR, and nobody needs a book video that long. But I do need to go through and unhaul and put some like self-destruct books together because I have this table of like, I don't know if I want to read this book. And I need to go through and do like a self-destruct video. Like if I don't read these in a year, they're gone. And then there's some I just need to get rid of. So that is coming on the book side of this, but it's just not there yet. Okay, so anyways, Thursday I did a 50-minute chest workout. I think it was something else, chest and back. And then 5 minutes on the elliptical. We had to go to the hospital to get Elise her new meds. She just started seeing a new doctor. The doctor gave her meds, so we had to go pick them up. I did some YouTube plan with me stuff. We did a Walmart run, and my husband worked. Um, when he's home, we try not to do like too many shifts while he's at home because I don't get to see him otherwise, or try to go together. But something about his driving lately has been making me super car sick. And so I literally, it's been like pulling teeth to get me to go to do his shifts with him. And normally it's not a big deal. Normally we have a lot of fun. I help him load it up. I keep him company while we're driving around um, because he doesn't let me drive. If he let me drive, that'd be different. I could drive and he could deliver and make it go so much faster. But he is an insane control freak when it comes to driving and will not let me drive, which has been a lot of fun trying to teach my children how to drive when my husband won't let them drive. Um, so I actually went with him on Thursday to do his shift. I think I went with him one other time this week too. But between the two of us, we'd had shifts almost every day, which was not super fun, but whatever. So on Friday, since I didn't have much to do, I literally had two things written down that it was mostly just a chill day. And what we did do was I had a shift from 3:30 in the afternoon till 8 at night. So 4.5 hour shift for 157.50. And then I had laundry that we had to do. And I feel like when he's here, the laundry is exponentially higher than if he's not here. I know it's only one extra person, so it should really only double the amount of laundry we have, but it doesn't seem to do that. And my daughter kept pointing out that we spent so much time when he was home cleaning out the garage that we were pulling laundry out of old boxes that things needed to get washed. We donated a bunch of stuff, so we were washing a ton of clothes. And she seems to think that's why we were doing so much extra. But I really do think that he just goes through more clothes. He's kind of, I don't know, he's weird that way. All right, so it looks like we're finally moving on to Saturday. Saturday was not a super busy day, but I definitely tried to, it was more than one little box, and so I tried to make it fit into two little boxes. We had another weight training. This is when I was doing my workouts every other day. I miss it. We need to get our butts back in gear and start doing them again. I think I'm going to have to go back to 3 days a week, though, for at least the next week or so, just to get me back into the swing, because I have not worked out and I've been super sick. So hopefully I can start by taking my poopers for a walk, and then we'll be able to work my way back into actually going to the gym again. But I don't know what it is, but coming back after being sick is the worst. And I just wasn't feeling great last week. And so I didn't work out much like the last week or this last week. So for like the last 2 weeks, I haven't hardly had any workouts. And that needs to be fixed because I just don't feel good unless I have something going on. I had the exact same shift on Saturday that I had on Friday. So I put that down. I swear I had another shift in here somewhere because one of my things made it look like I had an extra shift. But I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe it's later on. But I was pretty sure I forgot to put a shift down on my planner, but I couldn't figure out which one it was. All thing I could think of is that I was looking at the wrong day on my app, because I went back to my app to get the exact times, because I don't always write them down like I'm supposed to. And so for that first week in July, I had one for the 2nd, one for the 4th, one for the 7th, and one for the 8th. So I guess I didn't, but I don't know. So yeah, I had worked the exact same shift on Saturday that I did on Friday. Pat had duty all day, so when he has duty, he spends the entire night. He leaves at like 7 a.m. and then he spends the whole night on the ship, and then he comes back at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. the next day. I love and hate duty days. I love it because it gives me a couple of days a week to sleep in my bed by myself. But at the same time, I hate when my husband's gone. It's really, really mixed. I like it. Sometimes I worry that there's definitely some issues in my own brain because I have this horrible thing about wanting my husband to come home, and then the moment that he does, I'm like, oh, go away. Poor guy can't win. Absolutely cannot win. Okay, so that brings me to the last thing that we did on Saturday, which was my daughter's nails. She's been really wanting to have her nails done recently, and so we went through and I did her nails on Saturday evening, Friday afternoon. It was before I left for my shift. Um, I've also been wanting my nails done lately too, so I actually had them done about the same time that she had hers done, but mine has come off and I have not fixed them yet because I am lazy. What in the world makes me think that I can sing on here when I can barely talk? I went for 8 minutes without having to like clear my throat or cough. I was so proud of myself. And then I stupidly like half sing, half mock myself, and then start coughing before I even make it on to the next day. Oh yeah. All right, so for Sunday, hopefully my brain will work now. It was a very chill day. Also, Pat did take another shift. It was the same shift that I had had on Friday and Saturday. Um, I got the notification for it, so I could have taken it on Sunday, but he said he needed the money for his own personal account. So his Navy check goes into our family account, pays our bills, and buys most of our food. And then our personal checks go for things like our little bills. Like for me, it's my sticker subscriptions and my book subscriptions. And then for him, it's like we went on vacation and he did the Affirm to pay for the vacation supplies. And so those are the types of things that he has to pay for on his account. Plus, we also pay for our own gas and we buy extra food and stuff. So he needed to have a little bit of money in his account, so I gave him that option. And then I also edited my plan with me and then cleaned off my desktop. So my desktop has been having a lot of problems keeping in. I don't know how to describe it. So we bought this Mac, and for some reason, every time I try to edit a video, it flags me and says, hey, you have no more room left on your computer. And so Pat was going through and helping me get like a full like clean out of my desktop, and I don't have hardly anything on it. And it still says that it's almost full. I have a 1 terabyte and it's almost full. So I'm going to, hopefully you guys will be able to see my travel vlogs from last year soon. I already have the week 1 up, but I still have week 2 and 3, and I have all of that stuff on my computer. And I think that that's part of the reason that my computer is so bogged down and won't let me put more stuff on it. So before I start the reorganization of my bookshelves, I want to get those up. So that way they are off my desktop and I can put them on my external hard drive as well as have them up. So that way I don't have to worry about them. I'm afraid if I take them off of my computer and just put them onto my external, I'm going to forget about them and never edit them. Plus I have 2 videos that I started and then never finished, and I would like to actually go back and finish them because I was having fun with them. But my husband got home and totally threw everything off. So I've got all this stuff to do while he's gone for the next 6 weeks. Things like catching up on videos, editing, and making blankets. Okay, so I went through and put the little overlay things on all of the glitter headers, so that way there's like this pretty shiny butterfly pattern over each of the glitter headers that I think turned out really cute. I didn't have a long box for the waterfall on the side, so I actually put 2 smaller boxes there to try to like frame it. I think it looks pretty cute. It's definitely thick though. But I kind of like the way it turned out. So here I am kind of looking to make sure everything's done, and then I realized the only thing I didn't do was put on the weekend sticker. So this is the end of the actual Plan With Me, and you're going to get my past self that was sick but not this sick back in a second, and I'm hoping I'll be able to talk to you guys again in the near future and not sound quite so terrible. But I do want to do another Plan With Me soon, so luckily if I do the voiceover for that one later, I may actually sound healthy. Thanks for bearing with me, and I hope you enjoy the end of the Plan With Me. Bye guys.
Okay guys, so this is what I have left. This is all the deco and the little flags. I've got a couple of the little butterfly overlays left. More of the little butterfly overlays. I have a page with most of the smaller boxes. This one's about half gone. This is the page I use for my notes, and I couldn't fit that in, so it didn't go into the planner. We have the extra script stickers as well as most of the icons. We've got more icons as well as the extra color. Some more underlays, bougie boxes, whatever you want to call them, in the butterfly. We've got the last little bit of the boxes on that one. We've got some fashion girls, some more fashion girls. We have the last couple boxes up here as well as the last couple of glitters in a full box that's untouched. I hope you enjoyed this Plan With Me, and I will talk to you later, and hopefully the voiceover was me feeling better than I am right now. Talk to you then. Bye.